but that is the one thing I think that really stands out in the quote unquote success of the content is the authenticity piece. I think it is one of the things we try really hard on our team to be is if you're a different, like you said, if you're a different person, people catch on to that. Yeah. And I think that shows, and that is one thing I would give you so much credit for is every time we've ever seen you with content in person, I mean, it's the same thing every time. And I think that is one of, in my opinion, it is one of, if not the reason the content does well. Is because you are that person, in those deals, you working out the deal with the kid. I don't remember the exact details, but you bought the card from a kid, and the guy's like, hey, I'm going to give you this money for it. I want to buy it. And you're like, here's the extra $20 I just got. You gave it to the kid. The Joe Burrow one recently, you had that crush with like I think it was a 10-10 contenders. Like, just your again, like that person, like that stands out so much in those deals and on video, but that's really who you are on camera. And I think that's one of the biggest things, you haven't always, what it's like. It's a journey. 5 years ago, you weren't getting these views.
Yeah, not even close. I was fighting for a few hundred likes and, to get to 10K views. Yep. So to be, hundreds of thousands of views and thousands of likes, it's all wild, but I think you got to keep the main thing and stay the same through and through. And of course, I appreciate you saying it. I've been, coming up to you guys, dapping you up, giving you a hug for how long. It was never, nothing about that's going to change for me. It's amazing that people latch onto that, but it doesn't surprise me again, because I think I genuinely love this thing. Sure. I would be doing this on my weekends and my days off and my after hours, no matter what I ended up actually doing, because I loved it. I was hooked from being a kid. There's a picture of me at 10 years old that you might have seen on my page before where I post it here and there just as a reminder. It means so much to me. My grandmother took it, and it's on my 10th birthday, and all I wanted was a Derek Jeter jersey and the Topps baseball set. And I'm sitting there sorting just the good and the bad players, 10 years old. That's what I cared about then, and not much of it has changed now. So, there it is. I never get tired of looking at it, because it means that much more every day that I'm creating something with this, creating something for myself and hopefully for the hobby. We're all trying to grow this thing. It's not even just about a me for me or you for you thing at this point. We're doing something bigger for this space. But I look at a picture like that and I go, man, look at all the fathers and sons that come out and, they have a connection over this. And look at the kid that needed something healthy to latch onto that he became passionate about and found his way in business. Or look at the guy who forgot what nostalgia was like, and he rekindled his love because he's watching the videos and he's living vicariously through them. The stories I'm hearing now, it's just surreal. It's just surreal. And so I think when people see that you're in it for the right reasons and being real and being yourself, and you care about something as much as they do, that's what forms a connection, a community, and a following.
Yeah, and you brought up a good point I caught on to, and I tell my wife, tell my friends, anybody that listen all the time, I would collect these cards if they were worth $0 at all.
Of course.
Like you said, if it was, I couldn't do it for full-time work, I would do it every waking hour I could. Loving it is an understatement. This is what I'm gonna do. There's not an alternative, and I resonate so much. I think your stories are very similar, and I agree with you tremendously there.